Coming up is the 2024 ABF Charity Ride Out. I'm sure you guys will agree with me that the motorcycling world, another positive aspect of it is that the social community, the biking social community. So I'm always looking for things to do, bike meets, etc. and also charity ride outs. This video is the ABF, Army Benevolent Fund Motorcycle Ride Out, which was hosted by Triumph headquarters. This was a 40-50 mile loop from the Triumph Museum, then back there again. There's a few other representatives there, so the Blood Bikes were there, the Army motorcycle race team was there, Bike Down or the Leicestershire Fire Service were there representing the Biker Down course, and there was a Triumph motorcycle group club that turned up as well. I will show you a little bit of the ride, and I just want to put this sort of video out really. Anybody in the Midlands or sort of not too far away from Hinckley and Leicestershire, next year guys, sign up for it. It was £25, £3 tax, and I paid £10 just as a donation as well, so £38, and there's lots of other merchandise you can buy extra if you wanted to. But yeah, great course. I'll show you a little bit of the ride out and a few of the events that were going on there and inside the Triumph Museum. So here's Dan Snow, historian, presenter, just to explain what the ABF's all about.
This year marks the 80th anniversary of D-Day, one of the most ambitious military campaigns in human history that changed the course of the Second World War. We also celebrate this year the 80th anniversary of the founding of the Army Benevolent Fund, who since 1944 have been there to provide support to soldiers, former soldiers and their families in times of hardship or need. The Army Benevolent Fund is the Army's national charity. There is no better way to salute the soldiers of the past, the present and the future than by supporting the Army Benevolent Fund in its 80th anniversary year. There are also ways to support, from taking part in an event to making a simple donation. Search ABF 80 to find out more. Thank you.
Morning. That's last year's. I only applied last week, so it should be at the tent.
Oh right, yeah, no, that's fine.
All
yeah,
right.
Tell you where to find.
Thank you.
Nice and tight.
Well marshalled. Expecting a few then?
Yeah.
How many?
120, I think.
A Daytona 675. Yeah, so.
I would love to move to Australia.
So there's not many here at the minute.
An auction last held by Christie's featured 25 lots comprising vehicles, watches, costumes and props relating to the 25th Bond film No Time to Die. One vehicle sold was the Scrambler 1200 XT ridden by Daniel Craig and stunt riders Paul Edmondson and Martin Craven. With an estimate of between £20,000 and £30,000, have a guess what the Scrambler XC was actually sold for to an online bidder. A whopping £138,600.
Hi, Sergeant Mick Partridge, part of the Army Motorcycle racing team. We race in club championships with no limits, various different classes from sprints. What we do a lot of is endurance. We currently have 4 teams endurance, and we have literally come today straight from racing at Alton Park Friday and Saturday. We are currently leading, but it's still a close fight between us and the RAF. The Navy are following up behind.
Are you confident you might be able to get it over them this year? Or?
Yeah, I think so. We've got 1 round left at Donington Park in about 6 weeks' time, and I think it's going to be close. So the bike behind me is SV650, so that'll race in the standard twins. And the bike over to the right is ZX6, which will race in 600 classes.
Right, okay. So good luck going forward then. Hopefully you'll do well. And if anybody wants to follow you on social media, what's the best place to follow you?
Yeah, so we have Instagram and Facebook, which is RRT, or just type in Army Motorcycle Racing Team, and you'll find the page on either one of those.
Indirectly, we assist about 70 to 75,000 people each year. 2 examples. So Maisie's a little 9-year-old girl. She has bilateral cerebral palsy. Believe it or not, she's not eligible for a wheelchair off the NHS. So the charity stepped in and bought Maisie, a little 9-year-old girl with cerebral palsy, a wheelchair. Another case that I'm going to talk about, and this lady is 23 years old now. We were lucky to meet her at Windsor Castle 2 months ago. Alex Hale, she's now 23. 16 years ago she was an 8-year-old little girl. Her mum took her into her bedroom because her dad, Captain Mark Hale, was actually serving in Afghanistan. Her mum had to take her into the bedroom and say, look, Daddy's sorry he can't come home to say goodbye. He had to go to heaven. So her dad was killed in Afghanistan. To make things worse, the MOD lost her dad's will. So everything went into probate. They had no money. They could not even buy food or pay bills. The Army Benevolent Fund stepped in and paid everything until it was sorted out. Even now, 16 years later, that little 8-year-old girl, who is now 23 and has a degree, is very successful, but she never forgets. The charity didn't take away the pain of losing her dad or her husband, but it did take away some of the stress for her mum. And that's what the Army Benevolent Fund is about. Safe ride. Thank you very much. Start forming up at about 10 to. Thank you.
If you're interested in blood bikes, so effectively what do we do? So most people wonder, so we do transport blood, we transport samples, we travel milk, we travel distribute notes. So effectively, whatever the hospitals want us to deliver, within reason, we can deliver. As you can see, we've got the van, and we have a car, and we also have the bike. So if it's a large item, we could effectively use the larger vehicles. Always would like more numbers because we're volunteers. We just need people that can ride bikes, ideally for more than 2 years, and then they would need to get themselves onto an advanced ride course, which we can organise. They would need to pay, but we can get them to have discount. As a volunteer service, we do encourage our volunteers to do at least 1 or 2 shifts a month.
Okay.
And also, if they can, do at least 4 events a year.
Next week, I'm excited to be going to South Wales to be doing some off-roading on the GS in a quarry. And then after that, I'm going to my friend Ken's in South Wales too. He's going to be taking me around a couple of routes around South Wales, so that'll be something to look forward to. I'll also let you know, guys, how much those Bond bikes go for at auction. So if you press the bell notification, that'll notify you when my next videos comes out. I'd also appreciate if you click the like button. That will just tell the algorithm on YouTube, and it will put the video out a little bit more, give it a little bit more awareness, and obviously subscribe if you like the content. It'll be great if you can get to the Army Benevolent Fund Motorcycle charity ride next September 2025. So search for it online and sign up for it. It'd be great if we can boost the number. It's a great cause. The biking community are compassionate when it comes to things like this, so yeah, sign up for that. I'll put some links on the screen right now in relation to making a donation to the ABF. Okay, so hopefully you enjoyed the video. Take care for now, ride safe, see you soon. Bye bye for now.